going to happen. Okay, there are also translation functions in our databases, so if English is not your first language, that's really nice. You can search this particular database over here too. So maybe if I wanted to do some kind of, say I just want case studies, I'm going to go over here and click on my looking glass, and now I'm getting different case studies. This one's about building apps. That's interesting. But I'm also now back, I have to start over because I'm in 1855. So I'm going to want to make it more current. And you get an idea of how much information is available by how tall this bar is, and I'm going to update it. I still have over 2,000. Okay, so you see you can spend a lot of time in this particular database. In fact, in this one alone, you could probably find the information that you actually need. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a couple more and show you what you can use them for to keep in mind. And then you're going to have to play with them yourselves. So looking at a macro view of what's going on in business in general, this one right here is good to look at, emergent intellect. And if you see little boxes, these are all tutorials, generally either put together by a librarian or by the company itself. So, and it tells you here, a deep collection of worldwide business information, private and public U.S. international business data, industry news, facts, figures, industry profiles, and more. So I'm going to click on that one. And this is the database that we now have instead of Hoover's. Hoover's is no longer available, so this is emergent intellect for company information. So I can just put my company in here. I can search by executive, industry. I can look at new U.S. businesses. And then we have all of these options here. I can even look at demographics, consumer data. I can go into these and make it more narrow. Trying to decide what I should. So let's just put in a company. Let's put in Guess. So it pulled all of these particular companies. Generally, you're going to want to go to headquarters. And here's a little small snippet about it. And I'm clicking on it. So you see up here, it's giving me the locations, and here's my quick company overview. Any recent news, any of these blue boxes are news events. The orange boxes are management changes, price changes, SEC filings, so you can look at those. I can click on any of these and it tells me what it is. Here's my key information, including their SIC code, their standard industry classification code, and their NAICS code. And then here's the latest news about Guess, top business tweets, and their ranking details. So to find out a lot more about what's going on with the company, it's good to research the news. Looks like they're going to have their second quarter financials coming up quickly. So, and this was just released on August 15th. And so it's cool. When it says that their marketing pre-screen score is low, this is the outlook on the company of 12 months, so it's a low credit risk. So if you were looking for a company to spend some time with, this might be a good bet. Okay, so that was just quick emergent intellect company search. And the other two are these, Mintel Global Market Navigator and Mintel Trends. So this is still looking at basic market data. So we're in the Global Market Navigator of Mintel, and it's taking a long time to load. Hopefully you have a higher speed internet connection where you are. All right, here we go. Finally. All right, so here is where you see what I have up here. Economic data, new reports, methodology, help, settings. I can pick my region. So I would probably pick North America. I can pick a country. Maybe I want to look at the US. And I want to look at, maybe I want to look at clothing, footwear, and accessories. Probably, let's just look at leather goods. Why not? All right, and so it is going to put together a report for me. Leather goods in the US. So it's just generated a report about that entire industry specific to leather goods in the United States. So now it's going to give me the market size and value in US dollars, the market segmentations. You want to go through all of these. So now I'm looking by volume, what items were made and what was their value. I can look at market shares. So now I'm looking at specific companies that produce leather goods. And now, oh no, not yet. It's trying to get in. Now I'm going to look at the market compound annual growth rate, which is right here, looking at the retail market. So this tells you value and volume. And then I can even get into the socioeconomic data with the forecast and the consumer price index and the gross domestic product. So to get a nice snapshot of certain markets for Mintel, that's nice to know. And then looking just at their methodology, it's always good if they're going to share their methodology, find out how do they come up with their research, what makes them put this data together. So here is what they're looking at, and you can see, okay, here's how they got it, so I guess that's what I need to do. I like that it says extensive desk research is one of the ways that they get this information. Right, so that was Mintel Market Navigator. Mintel Trends is the last one we're going to look at. Well, actually, it's not the last. Next to this is the penultimate. Hopefully it'll load a little faster than the last one. Right, you're always going to get this. You just click on I agree, and basically they're saying, yes, I'm a student in FIDM, and I'm not going to share this with the public. I'm using this honestly. All right, so now we're looking more at some micro data. We're looking at trends, category overview. So I can go into this category overview this way, and I can pick what I want to look at. Maybe lifestyles, I can pick a theme, I can pick a demographic, and then I can kind of vet what I want that way. Or if I just want to click on trends, see what kind of business trends are happening around the world. So now I've got patterns in consumer behavior. I have examples of the trends in action, and I can explore the sector, the demographic, and the theme. So instead of me picking them, this is just showing me the latest. As you can see, this is August 21st releases from Indonesia, China, Hong Kong, and the US. Even Chile, Mexico, and Argentina, Colombia. Okay, so you see what's going on around the world right now. That's trending. And then I can further refine it to make it more interesting. All right, last one. Here it is, Panjiva. So here's where we're looking at manufacturers and suppliers. If I want to take it down. So if I put in a company name, since we played with guess already, let's play with guess again. Oh, they're actually buyers. All right, since I asked for suppliers first, that's what it's giving me. So these are all companies who supply goods to guests. All right, so it's telling me what they are, what the businesses are, how many shipments. All right, we're back to Panjiva, and we're looking at shipments because it's important for you to understand a shipments report from guests to the United States, and here's the date range. I can narrow the date range. This is from 2007. So maybe I just want this quarter.